A lot of the stereotypes about Amsterdam are true. I mean, there is sex, there is drugs, but there's a lot of sort of layers of Amsterdam that all sort of happen together, and it's that mix that's very exciting.
So we're right next to Central Station, which is right behind you over there, and this here is the spot where we had our first rehearsal. We couldn't move into our space yet, so we rehearsed right under here, but the sidewalk was all here. There was no bike path or bus or trams, no development at all. It was quiet here. Well, quiet might be a bit of an overstatement. There were trains going overhead, but quiet enough to rehearse. And Boom Chicago was born right here. Okay. Shabuya, roll call. Our first rehearsal. This was the place we couldn't afford. Rehearsal space, roll call. That's how we started every rehearsal. Shabuya. So we are now in a building site for the new North-South Line Metro, and even the building site has got artsy effects because this is Amsterdam. Who was expecting this under the streets of Amsterdam? It looks like a giant James Bond villain's lair. Well, Mr. Bond, first we will destroy underneath the city, remove all the minerals, and then we will shoot the laser into your testicles. It's been a bit inconvenient, and a lot of people complain about the North-South line, and not without some reason, but the scope of this thing under the city is so amazing. I mean, this is a cavernous, huge project, and there's different stations, of course, in the center, as you might expect from a metro. And it finishes, rather it doesn't finish, but it goes to Central Station, where they're also having a hugely ambitious project. And I like that Amsterdam is a place that isn't afraid of ambitious projects. I mean, you need to think big, and they have a whole traffic realignment plan to bring the water back in front of Central Station and bring pedestrians back and to move the cars in tunnels and back and move the buses. And I just respect and appreciate the scope of it all, and it's hard now where the progress seems so slow, but when it's done, it's going to be so much better.
Amsterdam's a place where they are excited to experiment with urban issues too. It's very progressive when it comes to cars, bikes, use of space, public spaces. They're not afraid to try to sort of engineer nice places. A lot of times it works. This is a big development here on Oosterdok Island, and it used to be the processing station for a post office, and they cleared that off and put a lot of wonderful buildings here, the public libraries here, and this Mint Hotel is sort of the cornerstone here of a wonderful 4-star hotel. And it is part of that modern Amsterdam that you don't think about when you see the stereotype images, but this modern, nicer, stylish Amsterdam is certainly just as real part of Amsterdam as the old canal houses. And as the image of Amsterdam spreads away from sort of that central city and the cramped streets to places in the north, which can be a bit more artistic and where there's media companies, and in the east there's some clubs now too, and even Eiburg, those trams that went by the place where we used to rehearse, go to this new development where 50,000 people live that used to be water. They build islands and then build houses on it. So to me, this is also one of the reasons that I love Amsterdam.
Days always end up here at Boom Chicago. This is the Chicago Social Club, which is our venue on the Leidse Plein. It's a bar, it's a restaurant, it's a comedy show. The new show is called Social Media Circus, and it is all about social media. We use social media in some innovative ways, I would say. We ask someone to defend their friends on Facebook. We have people tweet in suggestions. And then we talk a bit about the people who jump ahead to the new technology always as well. We make fun of that a little bit too.
I just covered the latest on my dot dash. Yeah. And oh my God, is that Is that say cheese technology?
Yeah?
Oh, that is so 2 days ago. 2 hours ago. This is the newest. It's Dot Dash. It's so awesome.
Dot Dash?
Yeah, it's
What
totally
is it?
new. Well, it doesn't use any photos and it doesn't use any words at all. It's just a series of dots and dashes, each combination corresponding to a different letter of the alphabet.
You're still using Dot Dash?
Yeah.
That is so when I finished this sentence ago. I use Twitter.
Twitter? I thought Twitter was out.
Ah, this is Twitter 2.0.
I think the fact that a show by Americans who live in Amsterdam in English can be such a popular show is tribute to this sort of cosmopolitan city that's Amsterdam.